Hello and welcome to Q&A with Coach. I'm Jason Fitzgerald, your host, and today we're talking all about injuries. All right, this is episode number 31 of Q&A with Coach. This is an injury prevention episode, and our question today is an anonymous one, but this person wants to know, why do I keep getting injury after injury, even when I'm rotating several of your strength training routines? Very interesting question here. And unfortunately, there's an assumption here that essentially answers the question. The assumption is that strength training equals injury prevention, and that if I strength train, I won't get hurt. But strength training is just one piece of the puzzle. There are so many other elements of effective injury prevention that if you do strength training, you could still get hurt. You can still get hurt very frequently, because strength training will not make up for poor training structure. If your training is not structured very soundly, you're still going to get hurt. It doesn't matter how great your lifting program is, how runner-specific your strength training program is, you're still going to get hurt if your training is wildly inconsistent, if you don't have the proper structure around your running that promotes healthy, pain-free running. Okay, so what do I mean by training structure? Training structure is the way that your long run workouts, base runs, easy runs, recovery runs are patterned throughout the week. It's also the progressions of those long runs and workouts and of your weekly mileage. How are you approaching your recovery runs? Are you incorporating recovery weeks? Are you using adaptation weeks? These are all elements in the training plans that I write. And this structure, how you progress from the beginning of a training plan to the end of a training plan is really the most important part. Yes, of course, strength training is important. Yes, I think it's one of the most important things for injury prevention. However, it's not the most important. Training structure is definitely the most important thing to help you stay healthy long term. And then strength training is probably, I would say, the second most important element of prevention, with the third being lifestyle factors like sleep, nutrition, stress management, and those kind of issues that affect how ready you are to tackle your training. And so if runners really take to heart this issue of training structure and putting together a sound program, then just adding in the strength training, you're going to be far less likely to get hurt. You're going to be much more likely to get through your training cycle without any injuries, to run more consistent workouts, higher mileage, and ultimately run faster races. Now, a lot of the strength routines that I think are really important and that this person is asking about, I included in the blog post later on strength running. So if you click over to the blog post, you'll be able to see some of these very runner-specific post-run strength and core routines that you can add to your training. Now, these are great because you can kind of just plug and play, put them right into your training, and the benefits are fantastic. I have this concept of sandwiching your runs between a dynamic warm-up and a runner-specific strength or core routine. Most of these only take about 10 to 20 minutes, depending upon the workout. So if you're watching this on YouTube, get down onto the blog post and you can see some of those examples. Thanks for tuning in to episode 31 of Q&A with Coach. Happy to answer any of your questions. Just find me somewhere on the internet and I'm happy to. I'll see you next time.